So limb lengthening surgery. What's she doing with the tongue? This is something that was a complete meme for me growing up. Obviously, I'm a man personally, so who knows, it could benefit me. But throughout my adolescence, this was like a sort of a joke surgery. In my day, it took years, and maybe you'd get an inch or two out of it. So effectively, a pointless surgery because, good God, years of recovery, potentially cripple yourself for life to what? Still be below average height? Seems like a meme to me. But I've been out of the loop for a good few years. What is this bitch doing? And yeah, the surgery is like, it's a lot better now. I'm still not gonna do it personally. I've accepted. I'm vertically challenged. You know what I mean? I've got over that. It makes my dick look bigger. When I'm sending the news and whatnot. So, you know, we take the advantages where they come. If I was tall with an above average dick, it's like, okay, whatever. But if I'm short with an above average dick, that makes me it looks better, and it's more of a flex in a way. Especially when I'm surrounded by lanklets and I know that my dong's bigger than theirs. Oh yeah. Maybe it's a cope. I don't know. Maybe it is. But yeah, these days, the surgery can get you 3 to 6 inches of height. What the fuck? That is insane. If you were 5'4", you go from essentially invisible to the majority of the world to being an actual human being. Oh my God. Like, still, it's 100k, 200k sometimes. A year plus of recovery. Most likely you're going to be spending months abroad in another country recovering. So 100k and basically a year plus off work. And you might still be permanently crippled after the fact. So it's not something that 99.9% of people could ever do anyway. What the fuck is this bitch doing? Oh, she's a daft girl. But yeah, it's not something that 99.9% of people would be able to even reasonably do. And if you could, in theory, save up 200k and you're rich enough to have an entire year off and you can just do that, at that point you've got to question if it's even worth it. Unless you're like some dude who just makes money passively or you're just born into wealth. But you know what I mean? Beforehand, this was something I just completely laugh at and disregard. Whereas now, I can understand it. I'm not saying that I'd ever do it, but I can understand it now. If you go from 5'2" to 5'8", which is ish my height. I think I'm like 5'7", honestly. Maybe 5'6". Let's just say 5'4". Let's just say I'm 5'4". If I were 5'4" and I've got it, I could go to 5'10", 5'11". What the fuck? Change my fucking life. That is insane. So, yeah, kind of a pointless video. I just wasn't aware of how much better the surgeries are now. So, yeah. If you're someone who wants to get that, maybe I will still judge you a bit, but you know, come on. But I understand it now. I understand it. And that could legitimately change your life. So, you know, the more you know. You gotta wonder, maybe in like a couple of decades, way after I'd be worried about looking any sort of way. Who knows? Maybe the price will keep going down and down and the surgeries will get better and better. You just don't know. The thing I don't understand though is people who are 6 foot plus who want to get it, like boys. Clavicular, once again, I've got to mention him. Why are you trying so hard to be the main character? Like, you're not the main character. And even if you are, you'll be the main character for a season or an episode. You know what I mean? And then the age pill's going to get you anyway. So for me, completely retarded to get it if you're above average height anyway. Even if you're below average like me, you know what I mean? Doing all this effort to still be average or slightly below average height. You know, it's one of those, but I do understand it in this harsh world. Like some guys, if you're like 5'2", 5 foot, I'd say you're invisible, you're never going to make it. My dad was like 5 foot. My mum's like 5'2". He made it. She's 18 well, he's dead. But she was 18 years younger than him when he was alive. He wasn't rich, he didn't have status. He was poorer than her. She actually took him into his house. And looked after him. Basically, Florence Nightingale affected her. But, you know, obviously we can say these are the different times and none of this would work nowadays in the land of online dating. But I don't know, man. I see a lot of short, balding, fat guys with hot girlfriends. I'm just saying, girls are brainwashed slaves as well. And yeah, maybe they instinctively, deep down, really want a Chad. You know, just like every guy wants a Stacey. But in the real world, we compromise, we settle, we accept for less. If you can get over the fact that maybe the person you're with is settling for you, you know, maybe you're settling for them, so maybe it's not even that personal, you get it. But you know what I mean? I understand it now. But anyway, just a little yap. We got the little black bitch licking herself profusely. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, yeah. But yeah, leg lengthening surgery. I'm going to get it. I'm not, but I think I'm going to put that for a title just for some clickbait. But yeah.